Tonight, a Kentucky state lawmaker is raising concerns over a Kentucky Supreme Court hearing today that he says could endanger Louisville's city-county merger. This all centers around the challenge of a 2022 Kentucky law that would reshape how JCPS operates. Isaiah Kim Martinez has been following this story closely. And Isaiah, you also listened in to some of the hearing today.
Doug, we don't often get to hear from Kentucky's 7 Supreme Court justices and see them on the actual live stream. And today we did, and they're deciding whether a state law that empowers the JCPS superintendent at the expense of the JCPS board is constitutional. And while no one's doubting the court's ruling will have major impacts on public education in Louisville, one state lawmaker believes the impacts go even further than that.
This is all about the General Assembly deciding to fix the problem they saw in Jefferson County as to how the local folks administrated their school system. And so it's the exact thing that you said the General Assembly was moving away from.
For the second time, Kentucky's Supreme Court is hearing arguments in the case of a state law passed by Republican lawmakers that limits the power of the JCPS board. Board members, including James Craig, have challenged it, saying a law targeting just one city, Louisville, is unconstitutional. Craig was in the courtroom for the hearing and talked to me after.
But they targeted one small political body here in Louisville without any real rational basis for doing so, and imposed onerous, absurd rules on us that would make management of our school district completely impossible.
The state, represented by the Attorney General's office, argues JCPS is unlike any other school district in Kentucky. Therefore, policies unique to them are both necessary and legal.
At 95,000 students, tens of thousands of bus riders, and the General Assembly has to be able to fix problems in a targeted way, right?
Meanwhile, a new twist in this case. Representative Jason Nemes of Middletown is urging the Supreme Court not to strike down this law. He believes if Louisville cannot be singled out in this case, it could put the city-county merger in jeopardy.
If the Supreme Court says that you can't treat Louisville differently, then you can't treat Louisville differently. We can't recognize that we are the economic engine of the state. That is a mighty bad thing for them to do. I pray they do not do that. It would be very problematic for Louisville and Lexington and for other areas in the Commonwealth, and not just about JCPS or not just about merger, but also about economic incentive type programs that we have.
But Louisville attorney Mike Abadi tells me Nemes's concerns are overblown.
So I don't think there's a realistic likelihood that a ruling in favor of the Jefferson County School Board is going to lead to demerger or some sort of credible attack on the form of government in Jefferson County. I think that is likely best described as a scare tactic.
And Doug, by the way, the Supreme Court only heard arguments today. They still will probably take several weeks before they make an actual ruling.
Oh, it'll be a long time. You're right. And in the meantime, let's go back to merger. Passed in 2003. We had a lot of changes after that. We actually had a Metro Council created and a one big police department. So most likely the mayor here today would want to support this.
He threw his support behind it in a statement, Doug. It actually reads right here. The mayor said, quote, "It gave us the scale, efficiency, and unified voice we needed to compete as a top 50 U.S. city. That status has helped us attract major employers, secure more federal funding, and deliver services more effectively across every neighborhood." Doug.
All right, Isaiah, thank you very much.